Hey friends, thank you so very much for tuning in. You mean the world to me, and so does Truth. And I just want to say this. The other day I made a video called Red Alert, Truth Terminated. And the reason I did that is because our friend over at High Impact Flicks went to bed one evening with his channel in good standing, and the next morning he woke up with 3 strikes and his channel had been terminated. Now, it is a slippery slope into absolute Big Brother despotism if this type of fascist behavior is allowed to stand. And last night I went to bed with a channel in good standing, and I woke up with 1 strike and this attention on my YouTube channel. It reads, "As you know, our community guidelines describe which content we allow and don't allow on YouTube. Your video, The 100% Horrible Truth, was flagged for review. Upon review, we've determined that it violates our guidelines. We've removed it from YouTube and assigned a community guidelines strike or temporary penalty to your account." Now, friends, as you know, 3 strikes and you're out, and based on YouTube's arbitrary community guidelines policies, anything I put up could get a strike. And I won't know why it got a strike. In this case, they've literally given Truth a strike, because this video, The 100% Horrible Truth, was merely an interview with author Christopher Bolin about the 9/11 event. And everything we talked about in that interview was on record. And by the way, guys, when I first posted that video interview with Christopher Bolin, YouTube demonetized it, and several days later they made it age restricted, and now they've deleted the video from existence altogether. Now let me return to the video content restrictions that YouTube cites in this attention memo they sent me upon giving me my strike. They say YouTube doesn't allow content that encourages or promotes violent or dangerous acts that have an inherent risk of serious physical harm or death. For example, it's not okay to post videos showing drug abuse, underage drinking and smoking, or bomb making. Now, I can assure everyone listening and YouTube that that interview didn't contain 1 speck of violence in it. It didn't even show the planes hitting the Twin Towers, nor did it show the Mossad planting the bombs or making the bombs that brought down the Twin Towers and, more specifically, World Trade Center 7. Look, friends, as you well know, if some topics are merely off limits altogether, then we don't live in a free and open society that values the First Amendment. And this is why there was congressional hearings about YouTube and Google's fascist tactics to limit, curb, and delete conservative speech. Now, sadly, High Impact Flicks YouTube channel is still terminated, and I know behind the scenes there's work being done to try to restore his channel, but the same exact thing could happen to me. I now have 1 strike. If I get 2 more strikes, they will remove my channel from YouTube. And I also want to let you know that yes, I do take advantage of some of the other avenues to back up my work. For instance, you can watch the video, The 100% Horrible Truth, which is my interview with Christopher Bolin about what really happened on 9/11. You can watch that over on my BitChute channel. Just Google BitChute/SGT report and you'll find it. But YouTube has become such a fascist, unlevel playing field that literally I don't know what recourse we have, short of a class action lawsuit, to defend our free speech and to put YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and the other social media gatekeepers in their places, because this cannot be allowed to stand. Because what happened on 9/11, as far as the truth community goes, if you want to have a litmus test, you need to know this. Will the people you're listening to talk about what really happened on 9/11? Will they talk about false flag terror operations? Will they talk about the Israeli Mossad involvement in many of these types of operations, specifically 9/11? And will they talk about the plague of Rothschild Zionism? To me, those are some pretty big litmus tests. If the people you're following will not talk about those specific things, then you may want to ask them, why aren't they? And now, friends, for the good news. A search warrant for Anthony Weiner's electronic devices has been unsealed. This comes from the New York Post by way of our good friend Liz Crokin on Twitter. A panicked Anthony Weiner gave all his electronic devices to private investigators 2 days after he was exposed for engaging in lewd online exchanges with a 15-year-old girl. That's Pizzagate, folks. Court records revealed Thursday. A newly unsealed search and seizure warrant obtained by the feds shows that the disgraced Weiner handed over an iPhone, iPad, and laptop computer to Granite Intelligence on September 23, 2016. Truth Seeker on Twitter says, "Holy hell, it's happening. Read the name and date." attachment A equals Weiner's laptop. Guys, this is the unsealing order for the United States of America versus Anthony Weiner, and I can assure you this would not be happening if the witch Hillary Clinton were sitting in the Oval Office. I'll read it to you. Upon application of the United States of America by and through Assistant United States Attorneys Amanda Kramer and Stephanie Lake, it is hereby ordered that the search and seizure warrant and its attachment A 16 Mag 6123, which were filed under seal on September 26, 2016, be and hereby are unsealed. So ordered. Dated May 16, 2018, New York, New York. And as Martin Burton replied, "Unsealed, such a lovely word. Let's unwrap that present. Open that laptop." And of course, we're talking about Anthony Weiner's laptop, upon which, according to New York Police Department insiders, is video so horrific it made grown men weep. And friends, a final word. I've shared this article many times before. I'll share it again. NYPD source: Weiner laptop has enough evidence, quote, to put Hillary and her crew away for life. Shocking evidence of such criminality has been found on ex-Congressman Anthony Weiner's laptop computer, claim the sources, which was seized from him by New York City officials investigating his allegedly having sent sexually explicit texts to a 15-year-old girl. Moreover, Hillary Clinton's crew supposedly includes not just aide and confidant Uma Abedin and her husband Weiner, but other aides and insiders and even members of Congress. According to True Pundit, New York Police Department sources said these new emails on Weiner's laptop include evidence linking Clinton herself and associates to money laundering, child exploitation, sex crimes with minors, perjury, pay-to-play through the Clinton Foundation, obstruction of justice, and other felony crimes. Friends, as we've been saying for a very long time, Hillary Clinton is a hardcore New World Order criminal, and now it looks like it's all going to be unsealed. And one final important tidbit to share with you: if you Google the name of one of those U.S. attorneys named in this unsealing, it's Amanda Kramer, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York, Assistant U.S. Attorney, Senior Litigation Counsel, Project Safe Childhood, and Human Trafficking Coordinator from New York, New York. Boom. Buckle up. The justice we've long been waiting for may be just around the corner. Thank you so much for tuning in. A special thanks to my patrons over at patreon.com. You mean the world to me, and you're making a big difference in the lives of me and my little team. Thank you so very much. And thank you so very much for tuning in, all of you. Spread this information within your sphere of influence. And for real news 24/7, visit us at sgtreport.com. God bless.
You have to realize your future is at stake. Your life depends on stopping this coup. Every American. What the deep state is doing is a life and death matter.